In this video, we're going to talk about a crossed Claisen condensation. Let's jump right in. In the Claisen condensation, we're going to deprotonate an alpha carbon, and we're dealing with esters. That's why it's a Claisen. And crossed means we're using two different molecules as our reactants, our starting materials. So we're going to use a base. And we want to use sodium ethoxide because each of these esters has OET on them. So I mentioned that in a previous video, why you'd want to use OET so we don't change what those are. All right, my ethoxide is going to come and attack. Let's see where we have an alpha carbon with a hydrogen that would be acidic. Here's my carbonyl, no carbon here. And here's a carbon, but it does not have a hydrogen. So no deprotonation happening there. On this carbonyl, there's no alpha carbon, that's an oxygen. Here it is. There's an alpha carbon with hydrogens that can be deprotonated. So my ethoxide comes and deprotonates one of those hydrogens. So that makes ETO, C double bond O, CH2 with a lone pair of electrons. Now this wants to go attack. Now it could attack a molecule of itself. But if I wanted to attack one of these, how can I ensure that it will attack this other molecule? Well, if I run with 1,000,000 of these for every one of these, then I'm most likely going to attack one of these. So we want to run with an excess of the other one. So this carbon, would it backside attack the carbonyl? Electrons go up to oxygen. We're doing the same thing we always do. Can these electrons come back down? Phenyl, carbon, that's a bad leaving group. But this one's pretty good. Esters, the OET can leave. So the electrons come back down, kick off the OET. So I get ethyl, oxygen, C double bond O, CH2. That's bonded to this carbonyl. There's no OET on it because it left. So I just have a phenyl on this ring. And that would be the final product of this crossed Claisen condensation. Now I can go back to this bond I just formed. And I can double check that I made the right product. So I can take my little alcohol, my hydrogen and OET, and I can place that on here and see at the bond that I formed. Let's see, phenyl, carbonyl, OET. Yep, I have that starting material. And I have ETO, ethoxy, carbonyl, CH3. Yep, I have the other reactant. So just a little double check that it looks like I have my final product. That's the crossed Claisen condensation. Hey, I hope that was helpful. Subscribe to the channel so I can continue to help you with organic chemistry.